Nobody is talking about it. Everybody in the West is trying to compete, but quietly, the one team that is still out there tanking, still in the race for Cooper Flagg, is the one headed up by this man right here, Danny Ainge. And he just had an absolutely stellar draft. This year they will once again not be great, but I think they're a year away from really getting serious about competing. They have a great young coach in Will Hardy, a great young star in Lauri Markkanen, and they have a guy who's about to have a big year too in Keyonte George, as well as the great draft class we're about to talk about. But George is coming off of a year where he averaged 13 points, 4.4 rebounds, or 4.4 assists, 2.8 rebounds in 27 minutes a game as a rookie. Now, the efficiency was not great, and as a rookie, that's expected. Only 39% from the field, 34% from three. If you can find a rookie guard that is extremely efficient, that's pretty rare, but when they do come around, they are very good. Keyonte George is very good because he is very good at making his reads. He makes his read really quickly right here. He sees Brook Lopez way in the paint. He knows he's got a stretch big in Kelly Olynyk out of the three-point line, and he just, within a second makes that read very quick, very crisp. And then here he is coming off of a little zoom screen, gets to the lane, gets to that little float game. Very nice over Brook Lopez. Nice set drawn up here by Will Hardy. With Markkanen and Collins setting the screen and then coming off. You got the throw behind, you got the float, whatever you want, and Keyonte gets to go. Now, the franchise himself, we just said it, Lauri Markkanen. He is the guy here in Utah. He just got paid a bag, and they held on to him instead of trading him for quite a bit of talent. Lauri last year averaged 23 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, and ever since being traded to Utah in the Donovan Mitchell trade, has quietly become a very good very, very good. I don't know if we can call him a superstar yet. He's definitely a star in Utah. 48% from the field, 40% from 3 on 8 attempts. That's incredible for a 6'11" sniper in the Finnish military, the superstar or the super soldier. He's also got a 7-foot wingspan. He can really do whatever you want him to do on the court. Here he is knocking down the three ball. This is a nice little set right here run by Will Hardy. Once again, you watch many Jazz games and you see some nice offensive sets, but a little screen-the-screener action for the knockdown, like we said. Nice set there by Will Hardy. But overall, Markkanen is a really, really good. He's still young. He's still about to go into his prime, and as you can see here, they declined a boatload of talent. Boy, honestly, if I was the Jazz, I probably would have taken that trade right there. Knowing Danny Ainge, I'm shocked he didn't, but they didn't. They got their picks in the future. They're rolling with it, and they're rolling with Markkanen. They're also rolling with Cody Williams, who they absolutely stole at 10. Averaged 12 and 3 last year at Colorado in 28 minutes a game. And yes, the volume wasn't there, but he shot 42% from 3, only 2 attempts a game. However, 42% from 3 is 42% from 3. 55% from the field as well. That is extremely efficient. The 3-ball, I'd say, is probably still a work in progress, but he's got a nice release, very smooth mechanics, nice tall release as well. Maybe it's a little bit slow, but it's pretty knocked down right now. 42% from 3, that's pretty solid. Even stepping back, he's got huge upside on the wing. Now, like we said, only 1.7 attempts per game, which equates out to 41 threes taken on the year, which he made 17 of, which pretty solid. If he would have just stepped back a little bit, that would have been a 3 there. That would have been number 18. But you got to respect his 3-ball. And coming in at 6'8" with a 7-foot 1-inch wingspan, he fits right into the modern mold of an NBA wing. And I think he's going to be a beautiful piece of this rotation for the Utah Jazz in the future. You got Cody Williams and Markkanen on the wing around Walker Kessler. Come on now, that's pretty solid right there. As well as Keyonte George, Isaiah Collier, the guy we're about to talk about in the backcourt. He's a great slasher as well. He can get to the rim at ease. So smooth, silky smooth around the rim, if you will. Nice little spin there, dunking it, getting the steal. They were whooping Oregon State right there. But he really doesn't have a weak hand. He can go with the left, as you can see right here. And then right here, he's going to go with the right, get downhill. Oh, actually, he's going to pass it up and then get it back and dunk on. Who's 34? Dunked on 34 right there. Sorry, maybe I'm a casual. Don't know who 34 for Washington is. But once again, dunking this time on Arizona State. Kind of sneaky athleticism at 6'8", but that's really smooth right there. Getting back to that left hand. Now he's getting up with 2 hands and throwing it down. Very nice cut. Tad Boyle teaches them well at Colorado. Then curling the screen for the dunk. That's too easy right there. And then the spin move. chaos ensues, and he gets to the rim. Carnage on the floor. He still gets to the rim and lays it in. Great pick and roll player as well in the modern NBA. No matter what position you are, really, unless you're a 5, you have to be able to operate out of the pick and roll. If you are on the perimeter, you got to be able to operate out of the pick and roll, and he can. He's still kind of raw, as you can see by that play right there, but he's still got it to go down. Now coming off the pick and roll, getting to his left hand, finishing up top. Very beautiful. Great upside with the blocks there. Good athleticism. I'm a big fan of Cody Williams. As you can see, I called him beautiful twice. No homo, but I think he's going to be a really, really nice piece to this Utah Jazz team. Real quick, though, if you are not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 20K here soon. Also, make sure to hit the like button. We're trying to hit about 200 likes on today's video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video. Looking at Isaiah Collier and the steal that they got at number 29, which is Collier, who averaged 16.3 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 3 assists last year at USC. He put these numbers up on 49% shooting from the field, which as a freshman college guard is not bad. 34% from 3, kind of expected. But the thing about Collier, electric first step, it's really hard to stay in front of him. And he's got very broad shoulders. He's very strong going downhill. Now, his shot is still developing. As you can see, 34% from 3, still not the best. Off the pull-up, though, not bad. About 3 or 4 attempts a game. Depending on how you round. Step back 3, knocking it down. Like, the flashes are there. That's all net. That's a really, really good shot right there. But the thing about Collier is he is an elite slasher. Getting going downhill, he is really tough to stop. That is a ridiculous finish right there. 54% from 2-point range on about 9 attempts per game. Once he gets into the paint, it's tough. Once he comes off a ball screen, it's tough. Stealing it from behind, going down, jamming it on the other end. Big time. Now, he is 6'4" with a 6'5" wingspan, so good, point guard. Definitely on the bigger end for point guard, maybe more of a average modern-day point guard. Not too much of a plus wingspan, but that's fine. He can go both ways. He can score with either hand. You see with the left there. You'll see with the right coming up soon. But he was my number 11 overall prospect. They got him at 29. Crazy good value right there. So good off the pick and roll. So good getting to the rim. That's a grown man right there. That's a grown man finish. Solid passer as well. Actually, above average passer, I'd say. Kicking it up ahead, and then he finds the big on the rim run. He averaged 4 assists per game last year. Not too bad, as he wasn't even the primary ball handler, primary playmaker. He also shared those duties with Boogie Ellis. Good pass here to the big. I think he's a true point guard. They played 2 really true point guards last year. Good pass here again to the big for the layup. We'll see what happens, though. And then they also got another rookie by the name of Kyle Filipowski, conveniently going to Utah. Due to some of the rumors that were going around this offseason. I don't even think they were rumors. I think they were true. But he averaged 16.4 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 1.5 blocks a game at Duke. 51% shooting from the field, 35% from 3 on 4 attempts per game. Can play inside, can play outside, plays a little bit of defense. Above average passer, 6'11" with a 6'11" wingspan. Kind of like the college version of Lauri Markkanen. Obviously not as good of a 3-point shooter. There really is no post that can shoot as good as Lauri Markkanen in college. But overall, a pretty solid pick in the second round. They have some other youth too, with Taylor Hendricks, who I think is about to have a big time year. About to do a video on him. They got Bryce Sensabaugh and then Kessler, who we mentioned earlier. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.